Hello, good evening, peoples. How are you? I know it looks like I'm just getting out of bed, but technically it's because I was out doing renos today at our um, rental, and I'm just getting home and I changed my clothes, dusty, dirty clothes, and cleaned up. Just finished having dinner, my son made a beautiful dinner, um, and cookies. Ooh, I should request for some more cookies, but I'll have that after. Still have a few crumbs left. They were very good. But as I was sitting eating, all of a sudden the Sermon on the Mount started going through my head. And for those of you who don't know what that is, in the Bible, in the book of Matthew, starting in chapter 5, um, Jesus spoke to the crowds. And so it says here, seeing the crowds, he went up on the mountain. And when he sat down, his disciples came to him. So that's why it's kind of called Sermon from the Mount, because he was up on a mountain and preaching to the masses. Or I won't say preaching, more like sharing. And the reason I say it that way is because what came to me while I was eating was about the states that he mentions. And one of them is poor, the other is those who are mourning, those who are meek, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, merciful, pure in heart, peacemakers, and those who are persecuted for righteousness. And it made me realize that oftentimes when I've heard this read or shared, they referred to the poor as a group and the meek as a particular group or segment of humanity. And it made me realize, none of those things are permanent. Those are all temporary states. Being poor is a temporary state. And it can happen to the best of us. And that was the thing that stood out for me. I remember a couple years ago, and there's a post that I want to share in remembering from that time. But it says here it's the poor in spirit. When we are not at our strongest, when we're not feeling our most fortified, when we feel weak, that is that state of being poor in spirit. We don't feel that we have the strength. We don't feel we have the power or the capacity. And I know 2 years ago, I had back to back to back people in my life pass away. And among other things that were happening. And it felt as though there wasn't an area in my life where this poverty had stricken, where this poor, or state of being poor in spirit hadn't washed over me. So I know it says here, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Thank God. Because I will tell you, in being in that space of mourning, there is such a sting. Death really is, it has a sting. Both the sting of, as they say, the wages of sin. Yeah, they definitely can come with a sting. But death itself really rings true. Such a powerful reminder of our humanity, of our mortality, of our fragility, impermanence. And that reminder can weigh really heavy for some people, especially if they're already poor in spirit, right? But all of these states, they're not permanent, and they're not exclusive, which means that any one of us can experience these things. And he calls blessings on all of these people. All of the people who have experienced being poor, mourning, in a meek state. All of us were being blessed in this sermon. It wasn't just a specific group. And that is what I wanted to share today. I wanted to share about the fact that it's not just for or saved for particular people to experience. All of us can experience these things, and through them, we can be blessed. Isn't that intense? All these hardships and states of we'll call them discomfort, we can be blessed through them. See, look at that. I didn't wash off all the paint. For those of you who are just hopping on, I look like I'm comfy, cozy, fresh in the morning, but it's because I just got home from helping with renos of paint. And just wanted to share a few thoughts. I just wanted to bring you through the journey of being inside the thoughts that I was having. So, yeah. So, I don't know, for me, it gives me comfort to know that it's not exclusive to be blessed, and that all of these states are available for all of us to have experienced, but all of which are temporary, and that we can gain such a blessing having been through them in our lives. Yep. So, just a pondering that I wanted to share, and I hope you all have a great evening. I know that currently the Junos are going on right up the road here in my hometown, and I'm excited for all those that are there who get to enjoy the festivities, and for all those who are winning. all those who are nominated, presenting. Pray that it's a beautiful evening for everyone. So thank you for joining me, and have a great rest of your day.